ODE membrane is a high-performing waterproofing material that is furnished with modified bitumen-based fiberglass or polyester. The product has a wide range of use. It is ideal for waterproofing flat and elevated roofs, wet areas, building foundations, basements, pools and parking lots. ODE membrane, produced in ODE Çorlu and ODE Eskişehir factories, complies with TSEN 13707 and TSEN 13969 standards that are recognized all over Europe and in Turkey, and it fully complies with the principles of TS 11758-1 and TS 11758-2 application standards. It has the CE conformity mark. Besides, thanks to its environmental friendly aspects, ODE membrane is the first and sole domestic polymer bituminous membrane that has an EPD certificate. This video illustrates the general rules of application for ODE, Opal, premium and polymer bituminous membranes, as well as the common mistakes with a terrace roof application example. All kinds of flammable products and materials must be kept away from the area of application. Proper work clothes must be worn and necessary personal protective equipment must be used when applying the product. All surfaces that require waterproofing application must be even, smooth. They should not have any dents and bumps that will damage insulation. All greases, diesels, wastes, dusts and dirt must be removed. The product should not be applied in case of rain, snow, humidity and frost under any circumstances. In order to allow smoother rotation for ODE membrane in horizontal and vertical surface joints, 8 by 8 centimeter wide bevels with 45 degrees of inclination must be made. You should check whether inclined concrete is in the same direction with the rain outlet. ODE bitumen primer must be applied on all surfaces of application and it must dry thoroughly. ODE bitumen primer must be applied with a brush after mixing with water with a ratio of 1:4. Membrane pieces, minimum 50 by 50 centimeters, must be adhered to the application by centering the rain outlet. Vertical rain outlet must be adhered to its place after being covered with bitumen coming from a melted membrane piece. For vertical corners, pieces of membrane must be cut in proper dimensions and be adhered with welding torch so that an inner corner can be achieved. Membrane can be applied after this process. This application illustrates a 2-layer application using Opal OP 300 Premium and Opal OP 400 Premium membrane with minerals on top of each other. In these applications, all material layers must be opened in the same direction and transverse joints of the first layer materials must be placed with tusk tenon method. ODE membrane must be heated with the surface. For the second layer, materials to be placed on top, joints must be centered based on lengthwise and crosswise of the first layer material. Long edge overlaps of the material must be minimum 10 centimeters and short edge overlaps must be minimum 15 centimeters. If ODE membrane covered with mineral is to be used as the second layer, the joints must be cleaned with wire brush. And the remaining shall be heated, embedded in bitumen with trowel, and the joints must be adhered. As for roof and building foundation applications, the second overlapping layer application must be adhered by using full adhesion method and by heating with a welding torch. The joints of the first layer materials must be centered. Full adhesion is suggested on all application layers. If adhesive tape is to be used on the first layer of building foundation applications, full adhesion with other membranes must be assured on crosswise and lengthwise joints. The second layer must have full adhesion. For parapet wall applications, the product must be applied on a properly prepared and primed parapet wall, and the wall must be coated vertically. In second layer application, rain outlet must be opened after covering the surface and parapets with ODE OP400 with minerals, and a leaf stopper must be placed in the outlet hole. For applications of roofs with wall coping detail, pressure profile must be used on the membrane finishing point. Pressure profiles must be secured at 25 to 30 centimeters with a screw or screw anchor to complete the application. ODE membrane.